What if I told you that you already know over 1,000 Spanish words right now without ever taking a single Spanish lesson? Yeah, I'm serious. And that's just one of the 5 secrets I'm about to share with you today that will completely change the way you learn Spanish. Look, I get it. You've probably downloaded Duolingo, did it for like 3 days, and then that green owl just started guilt-tripping you. Or maybe you bought a textbook that's now collecting dust on your shelf. No judgment. We've all been there. But here's the truth. Most people fail at learning Spanish not because it's too hard, but because nobody teaches them how to learn it the right way. So today, I'm giving you 5 secrets that polyglots and language coaches use, but rarely share publicly. Stick around until the end, because secret number 5 is the one that literally changed everything for me. Let's dive in. Secret number 1, you already speak more Spanish than you think. Here's what I mean. English and Spanish share something called cognates. These are words that look almost identical and mean the same thing in both languages. For example, restaurant in English is restaurant in Spanish. Hotel is hotel. Music is musica. Information is information. Telephone is telefono. See the pattern? There are literally thousands of these. Words ending in shin in English almost always end in sion in Spanish. Nation, nación. Education, educación. Celebration, celebración. Words ending in aus become oso. Famous, famoso. Delicious, delicioso. Nervous, nervioso. So here's your first action step. Start noticing English words that could be Spanish cognates. You'll be shocked how many you already know. This alone gives you a massive vocabulary boost on day 1. Secret number 2, learn phrases, not individual words. This is a huge mistake that almost every beginner makes. They sit there memorizing flashcards with single words. Dog, this word. Cat, this one. House, this is how you say it. And then when they try to actually speak, they freeze. They can't put a sentence together. Instead, learn words inside real phrases. Don't just learn that one word means I want. Learn the full phrase. I want a coffee, please. Don't just learn that one word means where. Learn the whole thing. Where's the bathroom? This way, your brain stores the word with context, with rhythm, with real usage. And when you need it in a conversation, it comes out naturally, not like you're solving a math problem in your head. Here's a power move. Learn 20 useful phrases, and you can survive in any Spanish-speaking country. Things like, how much does it cost? I don't understand. Can you speak more slowly? These phrases are your survival kit. Master them first, and grammar can come later. Now, secrets 3, 4, and 5 are where things get really interesting. Let's keep going. All right, let's get into secret number 3, and honestly, this one is a game changer. Secret number 3, use the TV series method. Yes, I'm talking about watching Spanish dramatic series. But hear me out, there's actual science behind this. When you watch dramatic series or any Spanish TV shows, your brain is doing something incredible. It's absorbing pronunciation, intonation, slang, emotional context, all at the same time. And because these series are so dramatic and over the top, the actors speak with exaggerated expressions and clear emotions, which actually makes it easier to understand what's going on, even if you don't catch every word. Here's exactly how to do this. Step 1, pick a show on Netflix in Spanish. Some great ones to start with are Money Heist or Elite, or if you want something fun, any popular Spanish series. Step 2, watch the first episode with English subtitles. Just enjoy it. Get into the story. Step 3, watch the same episode again, but this time with Spanish subtitles. Now you already know the plot, so your brain can focus on connecting the Spanish words you hear with the Spanish words you see on screen. Step 4, watch it one more time with no subtitles at all. I know this sounds crazy, but because you already know what happens, your brain starts picking up words and phrases naturally. This method works because it uses repetition without boredom. You're not repeating boring textbook dialogues. You're watching an exciting story. Your brain stays engaged, and engaged brains learn faster. Period. And here's a bonus tip within this secret. Keep a small notebook next to you while watching. When you hear a phrase that sounds cool or useful, write it down. Look it up later. Add it to your personal phrase collection. Over time, this becomes your custom dictionary built from real, living language, not textbook language from the distant past. Secret number 4, talk to yourself in Spanish. Seriously, I know this sounds weird, maybe even a little crazy, but this is one of the most powerful techniques that polyglots use, and almost nobody talks about it. Here's the problem. Most people say they can't practice speaking because they don't have anyone to speak with. No Spanish-speaking friends. No tutor. No one around them who speaks the language. But you always have one conversation partner available, 24/7. Yourself. Here's how you do it. Start narrating your daily life in Spanish. When you wake up in the morning, say to yourself in Spanish, I wake up. It's 7 o'clock. I'm sleepy. When you're making breakfast, say, I'm going to make coffee. I want eggs. When you're driving, there's a lot of traffic today. I need gas. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to conjugate every verb correctly. The point is to get your brain comfortable producing Spanish, not just consuming it. Because here's the thing most people don't realize. Understanding Spanish and speaking Spanish are two completely different skills. They use different parts of your brain. You can understand a lot and still freeze when it's your turn to talk. Talking to yourself bridges that gap. And if you feel silly doing it out loud, do it in your head. Think in Spanish, even if it's just simple thoughts. Over time, this becomes automatic, and that's when you know you're really making progress. Now, secret number 5 is the most important one of all, and I saved it for last for a reason. Let's get into it. Okay, here it is. The secret that ties everything together. The one that separates people who actually become fluent from people who quit after 2 months. Secret number 5. Embrace being terrible at it. I know that's not what you expected to hear. You probably thought I was going to recommend some magic app or some secret website. But the truth is, the biggest thing holding you back from learning Spanish isn't a lack of resources. It's fear. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of someone laughing at you. And I want you to really hear this. Every single fluent Spanish speaker you admire, every single one of them, went through a phase where they sounded absolutely ridiculous. They mispronounced words. They mixed up verb tenses. They accidentally said embarrassing things. You know, there's one Spanish word that sounds very similar to the English word embarrassed. Most English speakers think they mean the same thing. But no, the Spanish word actually means pregnant. Imagine telling your Spanish-speaking coworker that you're in that condition when you just meant you were embarrassed. This happens to real people, and it's fine. It's actually hilarious. And you know what? You will never forget what that word means after making that mistake. That's the power of mistakes. They are not obstacles. They are the fastest path to fluency. Every mistake you make creates a strong memory. Your brain goes, whoa, that was wrong. Let me remember this so it doesn't happen again. And just like that, you learn something permanently. So here's my challenge to you. Give yourself permission to be bad at Spanish for the next 90 days. Not forever, just 90 days. During those 90 days, your only goal is to practice every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes, and to make as many mistakes as possible. Use the twin words trick from Secret 1 to build your vocabulary fast. Learn phrases instead of isolated words like I showed you in Secret 2. Watch Spanish shows using the TV series method from Secret 3. Narrate your life in Spanish like we talked about in Secret 4. And through all of it, embrace the mess. Embrace the mistakes. Embrace sounding like a toddler trying to order food. Because here's what happens after 90 days of doing this consistently. You wake up one morning and you realize you just thought something in Spanish without trying. You overhear a Spanish conversation and you understand pieces of it. You see a Spanish sign and you read it without translating it in your head. And that feeling of your brain rewiring itself, is absolutely incredible. Now, let me give you a quick recap of everything we covered today. Secret 1. You already know thousands of Spanish words through twin words. Use them. Secret 2. Learn phrases, not individual words. Secret 3. Use the TV series method. Watch, rewatch, and absorb. Secret 4. Talk to yourself in Spanish every day. And Secret 5. Embrace being imperfect. Mistakes are your superpower. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps this video reach more people who are trying to learn Spanish. And if you want more content like this, tips, tricks, and real strategies to learn Spanish faster, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. I'm also thinking about doing a follow-up video where I teach you the 50 most important Spanish phrases for absolute beginners. If you want that, drop a comment below saying 50 phrases, and if I get enough requests, I'll make it happen. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. See you soon. And hey, you're on the right path, aren't you? Let's go. You got this.